Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for practice today. My name's LeMasters. I'll be leading you through this class today, and then Ashley here will be demoing the flow for us, so you can follow along and feel free to watch her and listen to my cues. Today's class is going to be a pretty challenging intermediate level class. We'll do a little bit of everything, and then throughout class you'll find a couple themes that will kind of stick as we move. So let's go ahead and start today with maybe just a couple moments in seated meditation, then we'll get into down dog and we'll start moving. Once you become still, start to drop into the rhythm of breath, to the feeling of inhale, to the feeling of exhale. And for today's practice, I'd like you to see if you can take an intention of pausing long enough to feel the experience of the others who are also doing this practice with you. So I know a lot of us are separated. We're either practicing from home solo, we're confined to being in a space with just a couple people. And so when we meditate, when we drop in and breathe, we can still take these moments to acknowledge all the others having this same experience, taking this same practice together. And then going even beyond that, feeling the moment of all the others currently having a human experience. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale the breath out. Let's do 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Full, complete exhale. 2 more. Inhale, feel yourself get a little taller. And full exhale. 1 more. We'll hold this one. Deep inhale. Seal the breath in. Tone the pit of the belly. Hold. And open the mouth. Full exhale. Come back to a breath in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, let your eyes blink open in space. And let's come to downward facing dog. So we'll take the hands down, we'll take the hips up. Do this first, let's say about 1 minute in down dog without too much extra cueing. So you can move around, you can pedal out, do what you need to do to get ready to practice. But think of this first down dog is also the time to kind of warm up your mindfulness practice. So you're warming up your body, you're warming up the cadence of breath, feeling of inhale, feeling of exhale. But throughout today's practice, see if you can hold just a little bit of that feeling of community. So a little bit of that feeling of shared experience, of shared practice. We'll do about another 30 seconds here. You can take this time to kind of move around on your own, and then we'll warm up together and we'll get into our work. All right. From your downward facing dog, inhale, go ahead and take your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. I want you to drop your back knee down to the floor, and we'll either stay here or we'll bend our back knee, reach behind us with the right hand, and clasp the left ankle. From this position, I want you to see if you can get a little more engagement through your legs. So lightly push your right heel down to the floor. Lightly pull back a little with the right foot and thigh. Lightly push down with the back knee, the left knee, and then feel like your left thigh tries to pull forward a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, and then step right back to down dog. And then let's do side number 2. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Back knee down. And then same thing on the second side. You could stay right here. Otherwise, we'll bend the back knee and we'll add a little twist as you clasp the back ankle. Front heel pushes down and pulls back, just enough to maybe make it feel like your hamstrings engage a little bit. And then back thigh pushes down and pulls forward enough to maybe feel like the front of your thigh engages a little bit. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hands down, step back to down dog. Couple more things. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right knee behind the right wrist, and I want you to come to a shallow half pigeon. So I don't want this to be like the deepest hip stretch you've had. Think of this as like the warm-up to the warm-up. And then from here, we're going to walk the right arm over to the right, and we're going to come onto the left forearm. The left hand is going to grab the outside of the right knee, and then from here, you can push into that right hand to twist up a little bit. Firm your right shin down and kind of pull your right thigh and hip back, and then the left hand resists and pulls against that a little bit. And use that to open the right hip a little more and twist a little bit deeper. Take an inhale. Exhale, both hands down. I want you to see if you can tuck the back toes. Just lift the right knee right up into the chest. And then step back to down dog. And we'll do side number 2. Left leg comes up on an inhale. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. Same thing, second side. So again, it's a more shallow pigeon. For some of you, any pigeon might not feel shallow, and that's fine. But I want you to see if you can walk the left arm over to the left a little bit. You're going to come down onto the right forearm and elbow, hold the outside of that thigh. And again, you could have even both shins pushed down here. And then that front hip pulls back a little bit against the resistance of your right hand, and you push into the left hand to twist open a little more. Nice work. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, both hands down, and then we'll step right back to down dog. From your downward facing dog, a couple vinyasa warm-ups and then right into salutations. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale to the floor, and let's do locust. Arms alongside you, and then inhale, lift the torso, lift the legs if you can, heels together. Exhale, relax down to the floor. Come to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Look forward. Exhale to the floor for cobra. Low or medium cobra to get started. Inhale, Ashley's going to loop her shoulders back. Tops of the feet will push down so her knees lift a little bit. Exhale, relax back down, and then come to down dog. Last round, we'll do chaturanga up dog. Feel free to do locust or cobra again. Inhale, forward to plank. Look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. When you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Exhale, take your arms down. Nice work. Couple lunge salutations and a couple sun salutation A's with some core work. Inhale, take the arms forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Keep the right knee lifted. Inhale, arms come forward and up. Push off your back heel a little bit. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale and plank, look forward. Exhale to the floor for locust. Let's do a bind with our locust this time. Interlace the fingers behind you. Inhale, lift up, draw the shoulders back, lift the legs. Exhale, relax down, and come to downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the right shoulder. Come forward to plank. If the knee touches your arm, take it higher. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Open the front of your thigh and hip. Inhale, square your leg off, look forward. Exhale, footsteps through, and let's do high lunge. Inhale, arms forward and up. Ashley's pushing down with both legs. Exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take your arms up and overhead, look up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, right side high lunge. Arms come up on an in-breath. Exhale, step right to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale all the way to the floor, and we'll do cobra. Inhale and cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. When the left knee touches your arm, slide it higher up. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the front of the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg off. Exhale, step the foot forward, and then come to your lunge. 1 inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up and overhead, look up. Exhale, arms down. The next 2 we'll do with low lunge, and we'll do with a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, step to plank. Keep your left foot hovering off of the floor. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder. When the knee touches the arm, slide it up higher. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the front of your hip. Inhale, square the leg off. Exhale, step the foot forward, low lunge. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Your back shin could firm down a little. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Feel your feet push down a little as you lift. Exhale, arms down. Last one. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down on the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, step to plank, and keep the right foot off the floor. 3-legged plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the right shoulder. When the knee touches your arm, slide it up a little higher. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, open the front of your thigh and hip. Inhale, straighten the leg off. Look forward. Exhale, foot steps through. Back knee down on the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Your legs are pushing down as you lift. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Exhale, take your arms down. Couple sun salutation A's with some core work. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, either step to plank or jump right to chaturanga. Lower on your exhale, back bend on your inhale, and then down dog as you exhale. Right away, inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and then exhale to a seated position, step or jump. Take your legs up, full boat pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down, Ardha Navasana. Hover the heels, hover the shoulder blades, inhale. Exhale, come back up, cross the ankles, roll over, plant your hands, and then you're going to step to plank. From plank, we'll lower down chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Couple breaths in your down dog. Feel like the front of your thigh bones tone and lift up. Feel like the heels firm down as your toes want to spread. And then maybe you feel that same kind of engagement with your arms. A little engagement on inner and outer upper arm, a little grip with your fingers. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Nice work. 2 more. Each round will be a little different. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down and step to plank or jump right to chaturanga. Lower on your exhale. Back bend on your inhale. Down dog as you exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale to a seated position, step or jump through. We'll lift all the way up. Inhale, high boat pose. Exhale, lower down, Ardha Navasana. This time we're going to interlace the hands behind our head, draw the elbows in, and then reach up like you're touching the ceiling with your triceps and your elbows. Inhale, come back up, full boat pose. Cross the ankles, plant your hands and come to down dog. You couldn't see Ashley's face because her arms were in the way, but it was like pure joy and bliss in that moment. Let's do a couple breaths. See if you can sync the feeling of your breath rhythm with the feeling of engagement in your body. And then if you wanted to add on another layer to practice today, there's that constant coming back to the feeling of extended community and all the others sharing this experience. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, arms down. Last round. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, either step to plank or jump to chaturanga. Again, we'll lower on the out breath, back bend on the in breath, downward facing dog on the out breath. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees to a seated position. Exhale, step or jump. Legs come up, arms alongside you, inhale. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Palms face down. Take the arms overhead without letting your shoulder blades touch the floor. Your arms might go all the way back. And then inhale, come up, full boat pose. Cross the ankles, and when you're ready, transition to down dog, either Vinyasa or step right back. Your choice. Couple moments here. Even though we're working hard, eyes are soft, jaws soft, breath rhythm is steady. The next time you inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead, look up. Exhale, arms down. Come to the front of your mat, we're going to do Malasana squat. Heels in, toes out, and then inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, lower your hips down. Inhale here. Exhale, I want you to lift your hips, hands to the floor, and then we're going to either Vinyasa or take crow pose. If you're doing crow pose, I want you to take the heels up to the hips today, push into the hands, look forward, and we're going to hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, inhale, and then exhale, step or jump back. Nice work. Back bend on your in-breath, downward facing dog on your out-breath. From this position, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right shoulder. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, right knee to the opposite shoulder. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee and either open the hip or flip all the way over, and we'll come to flip dog. Nice. Rotate both feet all the way back if you're in flip dog. And then inhale, flip back over. And exhale, step the foot between your hands. We're going to come to a lunge on our fingertips for a moment. In this position, front heel's pushing down and pulls back. You'll notice Ashley's pushing off her back heel, back thighs elevating, pulling forward a little bit. She's going to take an inhale, and then exhale, twist open to the right. So you're going to twist open towards the camera. That top arm comes up. Bottom arm, you can be on fingertips or flat palm. If you're on a flat palm, you're pushing out of that hand. And then from here, option to take a half bind. That top arm is going to rotate back. Top shoulder is going to rotate back, and then you might look up. Let's take an inhale. Look down. Exhale, we're going to take our bottom hand in and forward a little bit, and we're going to come to side plank while keeping the half bind. Top leg's going to come up. We're going to push out of the bottom leg, lift the bottom hip. That top leg can be up or it can be down, doesn't matter. Take an inhale. Look down, and then exhale, both hands to the floor. Keep the right foot elevated for a three-legged plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga or all the way to the floor. Inhale, up dog, cobra, or locust, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee towards your left shoulder. Come forward. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, knee to the opposite shoulder. Inhale, take the leg up. And then exhale, bend the knee. And again, open your hip or flip all the way over. Come to flip dog. Nice work. Take an inhale. Look down. Exhale, flip back over. Footsteps between the hands. Lunge on your fingertips. And then same thing. Before we twist, we're going to engage the legs. Front heel pushes down and pulls back a little. Back foot pushes down, back heel pushes forward, and that thigh pulls forward. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left. Ashley's breathing. She might even feel like her front ribs draw in just a little to twist open a little bit more. And again, she's pushing out of that bottom arm a little bit. And then option to take a half bind here. That top arm rotates and the top shoulder pulls back and maybe she looks up. Inhale. Exhale, bottom hand comes forward and in a little bit. And then side plank, side number 2. If you're at home, you can always modify this side plank. Maybe there's tripod. Maybe you're dealing with wrist stuff, so you do it on your forearm. Maybe top arms up. So you can always play around. If you lifted your top leg on the other side, go ahead and lift it now. Inhale here. Look down. Exhale, both hands to the floor, three-legged plank. Inhale and three-legged plank. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Back bend on your inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Nice work. Inhale. Go ahead and take your right leg up. Exhale. Either stay here or come onto your left fingertips. And then you might walk the left hand back towards the left foot. And then we'll do maybe a little bit of cross balance here. Ashley could even take that hand up alongside her hips. Know that you could do a shorter down dog if this balance is feeling rough. Set the hand down. Look forward and then step the foot between your hands. And we're going to come to Warrior 2. Nice work. From the Warrior 2, I want you to go ahead and take a long stance today. In your stance, I want you to push the legs apart. I want you to inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, we're going to straighten our front leg. And I want you to set up for a long triangle pose. So you might rotate your back foot in a little bit. Inhale, we're going to lengthen forward. And then exhale, either hand to ankle or hand on the outside of the ankle on the floor for today. You're going to rotate that top arm up. And then we're either going to stay here or we're going to take a half bind. Top shoulder is going to wrap in. And that shoulder is going to wrap back as we rotate open and lift the chest. Feel the legs maybe pushing apart a little bit more here. Feel the top side of the rib cage rotate up. Inhale. Look down. And then exhale, we're going to bend the front knee. And we're going to take the bottom hand to the floor. And we're going to take the bottom knee into our chest. So Ashley's going to be in a side plank with the bottom knee lifted. And you won't be able to see it maybe well from this angle, but she's going to straighten the leg out towards the side. And she's going to lift the big toe edge of the foot up a little higher. Now take an inhale. Exhale, a couple options. Like a normal person, you could just take the hand down, come to down dog. Otherwise, we're going to look down, we're going to lift the hips, and actually is going to come back into a cross-balanced down dog while keeping the half bind. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. And then let's do a locust pose. Both feet to the floor. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to the floor for locust. Inhale in locust, lift the arms, lift the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale the left leg up. And then exhale, same thing, either stay here or come on the right fingertips. And then maybe you walk that arm back and you're in little cross balance. Again, the shorter your down dog, the easier the balance. The longer your down dog, less easy the balance. When you're ready, set the hand down and then step the foot through. And then same thing, warrior two, second side. Again, if you can, I'd like you to take a longer warrior two today. We'll reach out with the arms. Inhale, lift the front of your chest a little bit. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Take a long triangle stance. Inhale, lengthen forward. And exhale, hand to ankle to block or to the outside of the ankle on the floor. If you're using a block, also have it on the outside. Don't have it on the inside today. I want you to notice how, and you could take the half bind here as well, but I want you to notice how even when Ashley rotates the chest up, she's not necessarily rotating her top hip up. So it's okay to have your top hip rolling in a little bit, and then most of that upward rotation happens from kind of the mid-ribs up. Look down, exhale, bend your front knee, hand to the floor on the outside of your foot, and then you're going to draw the knee into the chest, and then either stay here or extend the leg out to the side. Lifting that leg up as high as it'll go. Inhale. Look down, and then exhale, you're going to lift the hips up. Try to come back to that cross-balanced down dog. And then hands to the floor. Regular downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale to the floor. We'll take cobra this round. Inhale in cobra, low, medium, or high cobra, your choice. Exhale, relax to the floor. Come back to down dog. Nice. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop, feet dance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, come to chair pose, take an inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs. Now, inhale, halfway lift. I want you to take the feet together, split the heels, come on the balls of the toes for crow pose. And then exhale, lift the hips up. We're going to come to crow. Now, you can do regular crow again. Some of you at home might do Ekapada Bakasana. If you do, you could start by drawing one knee into your chest. Maybe the leg extends back. Maybe you just hover it. See if you can set it back on the arm. It's okay if you have to come back to the floor to reset. And then maybe side number two. Otherwise, just regular crow. Nice work. And then we'll set the feet down. And let's just go right back to down dog. And again, vinyasa, step back. You get a handstand from there if you like. All kinds of good options. When you're ready, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward. And let's do warrior two one more time. And the arms will come up. From your warrior two, let's take extended side angle position. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, either elbow to thigh or hand to block or floor on the inside of the thigh. And I want you to take a long stance here, so take a longer stance than you're used to. And then three options, either that top arm wraps forward and you strongly look forward and reach out of the shoulder. Option two, half bind with the top shoulder. Option three, full bind. Whichever option you're doing, be committed to it for a couple breaths. Push the legs apart today, and then I want you to think about opening through the top shoulder a little bit more. Toes are spreading, you're breathing. Let's do one more inhale. Full exhale. And then look down to the floor. We're going to take half moon position. You're welcome to keep the full bind. If you keep the full bind, you're going to step the back foot in and you're going to come into half bound or full bound half moon from there. Otherwise, half bound, so you keep that top hand, bottom hand comes to floor block. Or if you're doing no bind, I'd like you to do instead an ankle bind. So you would release the top arm, bend the top knee, and clasp your top ankle. So we're all in some form of bind here. Full, half, or you're taking Shavasana. Let's take another inhale. If you're in Shavasana, exhale, slowly release the foot. Let's bend the knee. Let's come back into a Warrior Two pose. From your Warrior Two, take a reverse warrior. Inhale, the front arm comes up. And then exhale, we're going to take the hands to the floor on the inside of the leg. We're going to demonstrate a setup for Kundanyasana 2 from here. But at home, you could choose to do Vinyasa or take another arm balance. So Ashley's going to drop her back knee down to the floor. She's going to slide her front shoulder under her front shin, and she's going to walk the hands back about 10 inches from her front heel. So you notice her arms are already in half push-up position. She's going to tuck the back toes, and then from here, she could take her front leg and extend it forward. If you're a little tighter in the hamstrings, you can kick the front heel alongside the butt, like a one-legged crow pose. Otherwise, from here, she's going to look forward, she's going to lean forward, and the legs are going to split apart, and she'll push into the hands and try to lift her shoulders. Inhale, exhale, step or jump back, either chaturanga or to the floor. Back bend on your inhale and down dog as you exhale. Nice work. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through, Warrior Two, second side. Second side of second round of Warrior Two. Take a longer stance than you might normally come into. And then the next time you inhale, lengthen forward, and we're going to come into extended side angle. Nice catch. Again, half, full, or no bind. Whatever form you're taking, be dedicated to being in it. Focus on your breath, focus on this experience, and then focus on the, just collective degree of this experience, or the collective experience that all others doing the same practice are having either now or in the past or in the future. Look down, exhale. Choose your option for half moon. Half bind, full bind, or no bind, and then we take an ankle clasp instead. Couple breaths here. I want you to notice if the leg you're standing on is relaxed. Firm your thigh back, like the thigh bone suctioning up. Toes are still spreading and you're engaged all the way up that standing leg. Top foot's pushing into hand if you're doing Shavasana. Pelvis is pressing open. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the leg you're standing on. Slowly come down, Warrior Two. We're going to add in an extra pose on this side. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Quarter turn towards the side for straddle forward fold. Let's interlace fingers behind the low back. We'll do variation C. Draw the shoulders in, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, go ahead and forward fold over the legs. Arms come up. Weight's a little bit forward. So if all the weight's in your heels and your thighs are relaxed, lean forward just enough you feel your quads tone. And then we'll open it up for a little bit of play here. You could stay here. You could do some skandasana squats or some side movement. Otherwise, you could take headstand or handstand, your choice. Go ahead and demonstrate headstand, please. So tripod or variation A, it's up to you. Elbows in. If she's taking tripod, she's going to lean forward and she's going to push. She's going to lift the legs up. If you're in tripod and it's a reasonable thing to do, we could also take crow pose from here. You could take the knees down to the arms. And then if the knees come to the outside of the arms from really being rounded, you can drop the hips to the heels and squeeze the elbows in and look up. Nice. And then you can either set the feet down or with ease and love and compassion, take your head back down on the floor. Compassion for yourself, and then lift the legs back up. And then take the legs out wide. We're going to hover the toes above the floor a couple inches if you're doing this. And then feet to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, front foot rotates forward for warrior two. Go and do a reverse warrior here. Inhale the front arm up. Exhale, hands down, and then Kundanyasana or Vinyasa. Again, if you're taking Kundanyasana, you slide that front shoulder under. She walks the hands back. So if your hands are too close to your heel, you won't be able to balance. Arms back so they're in Chaturanga. She's going to tuck the back toes. And then she's going to look forward, and she's going to either straighten her front leg or take it alongside the heel like a crow pose. And she's going to reach the legs apart. She's going to breathe. Let's hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then step or jump back in either Vinyasa or right to down dog. Nice work. Let's take a little bit of child's pose. Drop down, hips to the heels. You can breathe from it. You can also do seated meditation if forever child's pose doesn't feel good. But close the eyes. Feel into your body. Feel into the rhythm of your breath, that cadence of breath that is the nature of practice. And feel the work that's actually occurring. So in real time, feel the changes that are happening through your mindfulness practice, through your practice of self-insight. The next time you exhale, go and let your eyes blink open if they're closed. And let's take the hands down, and let's come back to down dog. Nice work. We're just starting to get warmed up. We got a couple more rounds of standing poses, and then we'll move into other exciting material. From your downward facing dog, let's actually inhale, look forward, bend our knees, and then exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, come to chair pose. Hands to heart center, inhale. Exhale, twist over to the right. Now, Ashley's going to firmly push down with that bottom arm to lift her chest. In fact, Ashley, will you relax and let your chest drop? So this is what happens. You don't use that bottom arm. I want you to firmly push. Use your obliques, use some of the muscles on the back of the body. And I probably won't have Ashley demonstrate it, but if you could get the armpit all the way to that top thigh, let's say you use the top hand to push down, you could have the arm straight. Some of you with a little more range of motion could even be bound in this pose. Inhale. Exhale, untwist, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, come to chair pose. Hands to heart center, inhale. Exhale, twist side number 2. And so same thing. That bottom arm, that bottom shoulder pushes down. Your chest lifts. You feel your torso participating in this rotation. And then some of you might be able to snug down a little more, open the arms. Some of you might even be able to bind around, which is, I would even say an intermediate move. It's a little more of an advanced bind, but it's possible. Take an inhale. Exhale, untwist, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, and then any way back to down dog. You could do a handstand from here, however you'd like to get up. You could Vinyasa, you could just step back. And then when you're ready, we'll transition back to down dog and we'll move on. 2 more rounds. We've made it through our Warrior 2 stuff. Let's get into our high lunge stuff. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward, and let's do high lunge. We'll take the arms up. Before we do a little bit of a twist from here, some form of reverse prayer pose. So Ashley will go ahead and take the arms around behind her. And instead of having her show 3 variations just because of the way her shoulders are, I'll show. You could either grab opposite elbows, take fists, or if it's comfortable, you could rotate in, have the pinky finger side of the hands touch, the thumb sides come together, and then the shoulders draw back and your chest lifts. Notice she's pushing off her back heel here. Let's do another in-breath. Exhale, take the hands to prayer in front of the chest. And then with your next inhale, you're going to lengthen over and we're going to twist. First side of our standing twists. Similar to some of that leg work we did earlier, and those of you who tuned in last week, very similar to stuff we did last week. Actually confirm down with that front heel, strongly pull back. Pushing off the back heel, back thigh can elevate and pull forward, and that gives way more space to twist. Those of you at home who have the armpit on top of that thigh, arms can be open, or again, you could thread the arms through and bind. Take an inhale. Exhale, untwist, hands down to the floor. Now, actually, go and step your back foot in. So she's going to have both feet together. Those of you at home, I'd like you to either do one of the vinyasa options we've been doing, or you're going to set up for side crow. So Ashley's going to take both feet together. She's going to rotate her knees over to her left. So instead of rotating the arm, she's going to rotate her hips. She's going to lift her hips up. They're higher than her elbows. Super important to do this pose. And then as she looks forward, she'll tip forward and she'll pick the feet up. If you're in this pose, make sure the weight's not all here. It's a little more in the palm. Let's hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then either set the feet down or twist and jump back. Nice. Back bend on your inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. One more side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step into high lunge. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, we're going to set up for some form of reverse prayer. So again, there's nothing wrong with just grabbing opposite elbows, nothing wrong with taking fists. In fact, if you can do the pose, but it's weird on your wrists, fist is a really nice alternative. And then as Ashley draws the shoulder blades kind of back and the chest lifts, her hands can even be a little bit of a reminder to get a little more of that upward extension in the back. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then we're going to lengthen over and we're going to twist side number 2. Bottom arms pushing down, chest is lifting. And again, how intelligently you can use the legs makes a big difference with how much you're able to change the rest of the pose. If you did a different alternative at home, the open arms or a bind, go for it. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, hands down, and then your choice. Either vinyasa or step the feet together. Legs are going to rotate, and we're going to set up for side crow, side number 2. Hips up, lean forward. If all the weight's in the base of the wrist, try to get it more in the upper part of the palm and push. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Either set the feet down or you can twist and jump back. Back bend on your inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Let's do one more round of standing poses. And I think that's more than enough for the work that we need today. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, come forward to a 3-legged plank. Either stay here or come on your left fingertips and take your left arm forward for cross balance plank. Inhale. Exhale, nice catch, set the hand down, and then take the right leg up, and let's bend the knee, open the hip, or one more time if you'd like it, you could take flip dog. If you're comfortable in wild thing, you can come over to Urdhva Dhanurasana, but we haven't really warmed up those back bends yet, so that would be for those of you that this is not a warm-up back bend. Inhale, flip back over. Nice. You might have to rotate the hand either before or after you do that flip. Exhale, step the foot through, and we'll come to high lunge. Arms are going to come up. I'd like you to take eagle bind with a right arm on top, left arm on bottom. Pull the elbows against each other. Feel the hands lift up to the ceiling. Legs are engaged. Take an inhale. Exhale, dome and round. So we'll draw the chin in. And then I want you to look forward. We're going to do warrior 3 with the eagle bind. So we're going to step the back foot in. We'll lift up. The arms will push forward. This top hip, the thigh bone is going to pull in a little bit. And we're going to hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, release the bind. Bend the knee just a little bit. Hands to the floor. revolved half moon pose. Those of you at home with block or, even like a sturdy book could work really well. You could do this. Otherwise, fingertips on the floor, top hand to top hip. And I want you to notice Ashley's hands. We rotate the fingers back. With the fingers rotated back, the shoulder opens a little easier. Then Ashley can rotate the chest up on an exhale. And if she wanted, she could either take the arm up to the ceiling or she could do a half bind. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, standing forward splits, fold over your leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, hop the foot back a little bit. Those of you who like handstand, this is a great time to practice couple handstand kick-ups. Otherwise, back to down dog. If you're proficient in handstand, you could bend the right knee for stag, and you could potentially come down to one-legged crow from here, even if it's just a quick tap. Nice. And then transition to down dog. Inhale the left leg up. One more side. Exhale, three-legged plank. Either stay here, come on the right fingertips. And then maybe a little bit of cross balance, that arm goes forward. Obviously, Ashley's working hard. Take the hand down, take the leg up and back, and then bend the knee and either open the hip or flip over. When you're ready, inhale, flip back over. Exhale, step the foot through. Let's come to high lunge. Left arm on top, right arm on bottom. Eagle bind, second side. Take these couple moments here to come back to the rhythm of breath. Just because we're working hard doesn't mean we can't work mindfully, doesn't mean we can't be steady in the cadence of inhale, exhale. And then take an inhale. Exhale, dome and round. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take the back leg in, and we're going to come to warrior three with the arms pushing forward. That top hip and thigh pulls in a little bit. Hold for three, for two, for one. Release the bind, bend the knee you're standing on, hands down, and then a little bit of revolved half moon. Again, at home, you could use a block under the hand for support. You could use like a makeshift block. And then we'll rotate that top shoulder up. Maybe there's a half bind, up to you. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down. And then either Vinyasa, forward fold for a couple breaths, or hop the foot back for a couple handstand kick-ups. If you have a wall near you, you can totally just go to the wall for these kick-ups. And then when you're ready, however you want to get back. If handstand's an easy position for you, again, maybe there's an arm balance. Maybe there's something else. We'll come to down dog. Nice work. Okay. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, arms down. Standing at the front of your mat, we're going to do a little bit of prep for some poses, and then we're going to move on. So first thing we're going to do here is going to be standing Padangusthasana, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, A, B, and D. So would you rotate forward to face the camera? Stand on your right foot. Inhale, take the left knee up into the chest. Kick the heel in a little bit, so your heel's in, knees out a little bit. And then you're going to take peace fingers to the big toe. We'll extend the leg out forward. And then right now, Ashley has the hand on the hip, which is the more difficult version to balance. You could also take your arm out to the side for a little bit of extra cross balance. Exhale from here. We'll open the leg out to the side, variation B. We'll lift the leg up. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center, and then lift the leg as high as it will go, like higher than you honestly want to lift it. And then let go of it. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bend the knee, set it down. Nice work. You'll see, obviously, the core of this pose is like pure radiant bliss. Let's do the other side. Draw the other knee up. Again, kick the heel in a little bit. Clasp the peace fingers to big toe, and then you're going to extend the leg out long. Those of you pretty proficient in this pose, you can always get a little more technical. We could draw the shoulder blade back a little bit on the side that's lifted. There could be a little bit of a bend in that elbow to pull, and you can lift and broaden the chest. Exhale, open the leg out to the side. Variation B. That foot can point against the fingers a little bit, and there's that same pull and lift. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Lift the leg higher, and then get real with yourself and probably a little higher, and then let go of it. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Nice work. Thank you. Go ahead and just come to stand at the front of your mat for a moment. We'll take just like a standing child's pose. Close your eyes. Feel the sensation of the soles of your feet on the floor. And then feel like the awareness of your breath could travel down to meet that sensation. So you're moving all the way up through your body with your awareness. And then again, can you come back to a moment of reflecting on all the others currently taking this class with us together, all those who may have taken it before you, all those who may have taken it after you, even all those who've ever done a yoga practice. And can you feel a sense of a collective human experience? When you're ready, let your eyes blink open. Let's do a half vinyasa together, and then whatever you want to do on the way back from there. Inhale, take the arms out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, any way back to down dog. When you're ready, from your down dog, we're going to set up for a couple different side plank options. First round's going to be good old-fashioned regular side plank. Second round's going to be Padangusthasana and side plank. And then we'll do a little bit of prep and we'll take Kapinjalasana, which is going to be an ankle clasp and side plank. So first things first, legs together. Right hand comes in and forward. Come high onto the balls of the toe of the back foot, and we're going to roll over, and we're going to do side plank. We're going to lift the hips up. Top arm will come up. And then from this position, what I want you to focus on this first round, push out of your bottom shoulder. Your arm's already straight, so your upper arm, your elbow's not going to do much, has to come from the upper back. Push into the bottom foot to try to lift your hips so high the bottom foot flattens. Look down, exhale, come right back to down dog. Second side. Left hand comes in and forward. Come high on the ball of the back toes, and then side plank, side number 2. Push out of the whole bottom shoulder. Push out of that bottom foot to lift the bottom hips. And if you wanted a little extra work at home, you could try to pull your bottom foot forward a little. Inhale. Look down, exhale, right back to down dog. We're going to go right into the next variation. Those of you at home, if you're familiar with it, feel free to do it with us. If you need to come down to your knees and watch for a moment, feel free to do that, and then just do it when you're ready. From here, legs together, we're going to take right hand in and forward, and we're going to set up for side plank with some variations. Now, Ashley's going to set up for regular side plank to begin. You can stay here. This is fine. You don't have to go on. Otherwise, she's going to take the top foot to the inside of her top leg for like tree pose in side plank. This is option 2. Top arm can go up. You could even be half bound here, which could eventually be prep for the bound lotus version of this pose. Otherwise, you'll take the peace fingers to the big toe, and then you're going to take that leg out, maybe up to the ceiling. Eventually, you look up, and it becomes an upper back bend as you lengthen and open the throat. Look down, exhale, release the leg slowly, come right back to down dog, and then we're going to do side number 2. Left hand's going to come in and forward. And we're going to come to the pinky toe edge. side plank, second side. Same options from here. Either stay here or tree pose, stay there, or peace fingers to big toe. And then you'll lift up. Nice work. You're pushing out of bottom foot, out of bottom hand. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come right back to down dog. Excellent job. Before our last side plank, inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand, back knee down to the floor, and then I want you to either stay here or you're going to bend the back knee and clasp the ankle just like we did at the beginning of class. Twisting the chest open. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, release. And then from here, heel toe the front foot in between your hands, and we'll either take half splits, full splits, or for those of you at home who, this is a rough pose for, standing forward splits instead, like we did earlier. If you're in standing forward splits, you'll just lift the back leg up. You'll come into what we did earlier. If you're in full splits, I want you to firm both legs down so you're getting a little extra strengthening work. And then fingertips on the floor. Some of you at home might even be able to take the arms up and overhead, and you look up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down. If you're in full splits, kind of pull yourself up, drag that front leg back, and then we'll step to down dog. Let's take a locust. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to the floor. Let's interlace the fingers behind us. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax down, come to down dog. One more side, and then one more side plank, and then back bends. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of the hand. Back knee down, and then same thing. Maybe the back knee bends, maybe you clasp the ankle. You twist open. Otherwise, just good old-fashioned lizard lunge, which is a great thing to work on. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Heel toe the front foot in, and then same thing, side number 2. Standing forward splits, half splits, or full splits. You're breathing. You're focused on your particular experience. And we're softening anything unnecessary. So eyes are soft, jaw soft. Tongue rests easy on the floor of the mouth. Take an inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself up and out of it. And then from down dog, cobra pose. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale all the way down. Cobra pose. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, relax down. Come to downward facing dog. Okay. Let's do Kapenjalasana from here. So Kapenjalasana, again, if you've done it before, feel free to do it with us. Otherwise, feel free to watch for a moment and then come into it. We're not going to do full Kapenjalasana today because it is a grip flip back bend, but we'll do the supported version, which you can think more of as Chapasana in side plank. So from here, we'll take the legs together. And then let's do left side first, just so you can see forward facing the camera. So left hand's going to come in and forward. Roll in the pinky toe edge of the left foot, and then take the top knee into your chest. Clasp the top ankle. Do it with your knee into your chest. And then the ankle is going to kick back. And as the ankle kicks back, you could press the pelvis forward and start to build out a little bit more of a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release. Hands down, and then right back to down dog. Nice work. Second side, legs together. Take the hand through. Come on the pinky toe edge of the foot. And then again, you'll clasp. You'll kick, extend back. Worst case, just impromptu flip dog, and you're doing just fine, but otherwise, we're staying here. Those of you at home who can grip flip, you know how, feel free to grip flip. Exhale, release. Hands down, right back to down dog. Excellent work. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet dance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, take your arms down. Let's do a little bit of Natharajasana. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, before you clasp the ankle, I want you to kick it back today, and I want you to feel your glutes and the back of your hamstrings tone. From here, we'll clasp back, catch the foot, top arm's going to come up, and you're going to kick that foot back into the hand. So try not to let your glutes soften in this pose. And as that top leg goes up, other arm will reach forward. You're lifting the thigh bone up on the leg you're standing on. And then inhale, we'll slowly come back up, knee up into the chest. Exhale, set the foot down, and then we'll do second side. Inhale, take the other leg up. And again, exhale, kick that leg back. When you feel the back of the hip work, reach back, clasp the ankle. And then kick the leg up and back, top arm reaches forward. It should feel like there's a line of energy, a line of effort all the way along this back side. Leg you're standing on tones up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, take the knee up into the chest. Nice work, set the foot down. And then our last half vinyasa together. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Any way back to down dog. This is our last vinyasa. From your down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step or jump through. We're going to lie down on our backs. Let's bend the knees, soles of the feet on the floor. Let's do bridge pose together, and then we'll do 4 or 5 more back bends after that. So go ahead and bend your elbows, palms face in, fingertips up. Inhale, firm down with the arms, firm down with the feet. Go ahead and lift up. And then either stay here or kind of draw the elbows in a little closer one at a time. You're going to firm down and lift. And then I want you to focus on breathing into the center of your heart and feel like the chin lifts a little bit away from your chest. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, roll down, hips, heels to the floor. Let's take one solid breath to rest between each back bend. So you're taking a moment to kind of have this experience before you have another one. And then when you're ready, round number 2. Those of you at home, you're welcome to take your legs up the wall. You're welcome to do bridge again, maybe restorative bridge with a block or bolster. Otherwise, we're going to move into upward facing bow and beyond. So we'll flip the hands, draw the chin in, look at the hips, and exhale all the breath out. Lift the heels, and then inhale, come up. Push down, push out of the arms. This back bend's mostly in the mid back. You're lengthening your lower back. Let's hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lift the heels, tuck the chin. And then exhale, we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time. Shoulders, hips, come down to the floor. Nice work. Take a moment. Third round of back bend. This time, either bridge pose, wheel pose, or Viparita Dandasana. When you're ready, on an inhale, plant the hands, and then we'll come into our back bend. If you're taking Viparita Dandasana, you're going to exhale, set the head down in between the hands. And then either one, or actually both hands, but one at a time, you're going to take them back behind the head. And then we're going to firm down into the elbows, lift. Depending on the length of your upper arm bones, your head might come off the floor or it might stay on the floor. And then inhale, you'll set the head back down. You'll plant the hands back down to the floor and push all the way back up to Urdhva. Tuck the chin, and then exhale, we'll roll down. Take a breath to rest. Let's take one more back bend. all those same options. This round, option to take Ekapada. And you can do that in bridge, you can do it in wheel, or you can do it in Viparita Dandasana. So the Ekapada is going to be one leg. So 1 foot on the floor, one leg up towards the ceiling. I'll let you choose what back bend you want to do it in. When you're ready, inhale, come into your back bend of choice. Once you're set up, heel toe your right foot in a little bit. Firm it in, draw your inner thigh muscles in, left leg up, and then left leg extends up to the ceiling. Set the foot down. Draw that other one in a little bit, knee in. You're going to lift up, push through the heel of the foot you're standing on. Set the foot down. If you're in Viparita, hands come down to the floor. Inhale, come all the way up to Urdhva. Lift the heels, and then tuck the chin, roll down, hips, heels to the floor. That's it. Let's rest for a little bit. Either feet together, knees out, or knees together, feet out, your choice. Relax down. And then let's take the awareness to the top vertebrae of the spine, just at the very base of your skull. Relax the jaw, relax all the muscles in the head. And then on an inhale, trace your breath and your awareness from that top vertebrae slowly down the spine to the very center of your pelvis. And on an exhale, slowly trace back up the spine, through the neck, through the crown of the head. Feel as though this breath could connect you into the very core of your being. As though you were breathing right into the creative energy, the creative potential of your heart. And as though you were moving right into the very primal forces that make up the edges of your being and the edges of all beings. When you're ready, let that visual fade. And then knees together, feet out wide. And just let your legs sway back and forth, side to side a couple times. Let's do a little bit of a recline twist from here. So go ahead and move your hips over to the left, arms out to a T. Inhale the knees up, and then exhale, knees to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. There's a lot of ways to modify this twist, so feel free to change it up if you need. And then inhale, draw the knees up. Exhale, set the feet down, move the hips over to the other side, twist side number 2. Inhale, take the legs up to center. Let's give ourselves a just gentle little squeeze in here. One kind of round. We'll tuck the chin. And then let's finish off with just a very easy forward fold. So go ahead and come up to a seated position. Baddha Konasana and Paschimottanasana. Feet together, knees out wide. Lift the chest up and then fold in over the legs. Yeah, you can have hands on the floor, you can have hands on feet. Your pelvis is tipping forward and your spine is long for this one today. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, take your legs in, take your legs out long. And then we're going to take Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So we'll take the arms up and overhead. Lengthen the throat up to help you tip your hips forward a little more. And then exhale, keep that length as you fold forward over the legs. You could have that same visual of breathing down the length of your spine here. Little spreading through the toes, and that goes all the way up to the hips. And then that awareness up the thigh bones meets with the awareness of the breath moving down to the sacrum. So you're kind of culminating in the very center of your body. And then inhale, halfway lift, look forward, extend your back. Exhale, come up. And then let's roll down our spine. And we'll take Shavasana. Again, palms face up, wiggle the arms out, shake the legs out. Feel your Shavasana as being not so much rest from the work you've done, but more so the fullest expression of your work. So this moment of rest is, in its entirety, the expression and the resonance of yoga. Begin to deepen your breathing. Take note of what it's like to be comfortable. Take note of the feeling of resting, the feeling of being soft. And for a couple more moments, feel the breath enter and exit the body. And feel that that breath is the same breath, the same atmosphere that is being taken in and being filtered by all other creatures. And so when we really look in, we realize that being separate is really just an illusion. When you're ready, begin to move a little bit through fingers, through toes, through wrists, through ankles. And then inhale, take the arms overhead, stretch out your legs. And draw the knees in one at a time. We'll roll over to one side. Rest your head on your arm and pause. And press into the weight of your hands, come up to seated. And take our hands to heart center. And deep breath in. Full breath out. And bow our head to hands, lips into a smile. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. It feels really special to be part of a community right now. I know that I feel just so grateful to have you guys here tuning in. I know a lot of you have reached out and said, how thankful you are that the videos are here. So I really appreciate your support. If you'd like, you could, reach out to the donation page for the yoga space. I know they're very gladly taking donations right now. And then if you have any questions for me, you can either reach out to me on my Instagram at ianlemasters_yoga, or send me an email at my website, ip-acro.com. Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Thank you, Ashley.